Hey, what's going on? Here with a quick stock market check-in. We got a pretty much is what I would call an inside day, kind of like bouncing back. We do have a few stocks that's breaking out, that's moving, and what I got pulled up right here is Deere. If you remember, I think I did a video a little while back um, on Deere. And I think that was when they were going through the strike and before they actually came to terms with the employees. And so basically, the company reported a 69% rise in fourth quarter profit as solid demand for its tractors and combines from farmers cushioned the impact of a worker strike. Deere said sales of its large and some medium equipment jumped 23% in the quarter, while sales of smaller farm and turf equipment rose 17%. Net income rose to 1.28 billion from 757 million a year earlier. Total net sales and revenue rose to 11.33 billion from 9.73 billion. So they had some good numbers come out basically. I read that just all to say, and you can see it reflected in the chart. This is a very large green candle. Deere is up currently $20 on the day. This is almost a 6% move so far. Now, of course, if you go back to my previous video I did on Deere maybe a week or two ago, I had this Fibonacci extension set up, right? So I still have my targets set to here. So John Deere, the last level. Now I'm gonna zoom out because I'm gonna take this off and make this a little clearer. Remove that. And you can see that everything is clicking today. So look right here before I take this off. You got the MACD crossover right here. You got a MACD crossover, which is bullish. So both of these lines, both of the moving averages are above the zero line, and then you get a crossover here. That's a bullish signal. The RSI is over the 50 line. That's a bullish signal. So we got two, as far as technical analysis, we have two bullish signals, right? So you got two things telling you to go ahead. Plus, you're just looking at, and you got good fundamental analysis. So you got good news there. And I'm gonna zoom out because I want to make this. Now, when I zoom out, this is a year. This is a yearly chart. You can see the trend line here, like a range, like it's been in this range bouncing. Boom, 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 right? That's 4 touches. And then you got here. So it is moving towards all-time highs. So I would now that's not to say that it can't go further than this, which it just looking at this, I would think that it would be. But my target as far as my Fibonacci extension is right up here around 390, 395, we'll call it. Right there. It'll probably meet a little resistance up here because of the all-time high at $400. I want to say that's the let's look at the 3-year chart. Yeah, that's all. It's approaching all-time highs. So you're gonna get, more than likely you'll get a breakout. It may consolidate a little bit up at the top, but you'll get a break out of there. So everyone who's long Deere, get ready to decide where you want to take profits. That's what I would be thinking about. What's going to make me. Now, there are a couple ways you can do that. You can take the Fibonacci extension level right here and take profit here. You could wait till it becomes overbought on the RSI, crosses the 70 to take it here. Or you can hold it until the MACD starts to turn over maybe the other way and start to go down until momentum changes, right? So those are all things. Or you can just hold it if you believe in the company, right? You got a long year plan. You may be looking at, you can zoom out, go to a weekly chart, a monthly chart. But this is a bullish signal on Deere today. Now, if you were to get in right now, just keep in mind you are getting in while the stock is up now $21 since I've been talking. So I just wanted to come on and then go over that. I also want to take a look at let's look at Nvidia. Nvidia has turned green on the day. The Nvidia is up $6 today, right? So it came down. You can see it touched this exponential moving average, which is a 12, and looked like it got a little retracement. I would be careful though here. I do think long term Nvidia is a great company. So it's just one of those things where if you're trading it, you may not want to get long here, but if you're a long-term buyer and investor, you don't care about daily charts. So it's just you have to set up in your mind what is your investment plan and what type of investor are you, right? You just if you're thinking about making some money within 3 months or less, then nah, I ain't really trying to get in right here. Like I have levels on here where I'm waiting for it to come down to, so then I can start looking at maybe getting bullish. But as you can see, I'm gonna show you in Tesla, I never got that opportunity. It did reach one of my levels here, and you can see, and then it went up, it popped, and now we right in here. I do think at some point that this may turn a little bit because Elon is still selling shares. If I'm not mistaken, he sold some more. Um, yep. Um, the company's chief executive, Elon Musk, sold another 934,000 shares of the electric vehicle maker worth. He sold basically $1 billion worth of shares after exercising options to buy 2.15 million shares. U.S. security filings showed on Tuesday. The world's richest person had on November 6 tweeted that he would sell 10% of his stock if users of the social media platform approved. A majority of them had agreed with the sale, which I think was just something just he put out there. He already knew he was going to do it anyway, in my opinion. I don't know that for sure, but that's what I think. But Tesla is up $12 on the day, which really ain't nothing for Tesla. It can go up, a few bucks and go down a few bucks. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple actually opened down, and then now it's pulling back up. So the market opened down a little bit, but I will say this: the VIX is up, so vol is up, so that means volatility is increasing. Um, we got skew, which is dealing with option skew, is around the 146, and for me, anything above 130 is a bearish signal for me. So we do have some people beginning to lay on short positions in the option market, and especially when you see the VIX increasing, people do at that time, large people who trade options heavy start selling calls, out of the money calls, and then they start setting up bearish positions if they're not already bearish. But generally, when you get the VIX increasing, that's a signal to start selling options, because then you can see the IV rank start increasing. You got a 49 in Facebook, you got a 41 in Amazon. Tesla is always high for the most part, 49. Nvidia got a 68, Goldman Sachs a 60, JP Morgan a 35. JP Morgan is down on the day. Jamie Dimon made a comment, about China, and in reference to it being a communist regime, saying that JP Morgan would be around longer than their communist regime, or communism in China, however you put it. And then he came back and said that maybe that wasn't the best choice of words. A businessman, he probably still believed that. Ain't no doubt he believed that. He just saying it because it could affect business. And you can see JP Morgan is trading in a channel. You see the trend line up here. So it looks like it may break out too. I'm not quite sure this one. This is something that, for the most part, if I'm trading this, I stay away, or just do an iron condor or something like that, or a strangle. You got a high IV rank of 36, which is letting you know you can sell options, and just put on a neutral strategy, like in the diamonds, which is the Dow. I actually got this charted going to the downside, right? So I got a high, a low, a high, a lower low right there. So I got an iron condor on. I got a call spread up here. I actually sold the call spread first and then legged into it because it's not going to add any more margin by putting the iron condor on. I mean, by selling the other put spread down here. And then I just wanted to stay in between here. So we got the bonds a bid. So we got vol up and we got the bonds a bid. And we also got gold up. So what you're seeing is when vol increases, people then start, you can see, look at the bond market. Here go the bond. This is the futures, the 30-year treasury bond, right? It's been going sideways, though, for the past few months. You got the 10-year treasury note. It's doing a little bit worse than the 30-year. And so basically, that's all I wanted to come to. Markets are closed tomorrow. Make sure you're comfortable with your risk. I will say I'm expecting the market to go down a little bit more just because of the Dow. You know, if you're looking at it now, this is the Dow futures. This is the E-mini Dow futures, and you can see it came up here to the top of this trend line and then gave us an M pattern, right? You can say if you look at this, it looks like an M pattern right there at the top. You see that? It looked like a little M. And then you had a lower low. Now that doesn't mean that it'll continue to go down. It could most definitely turn and go up. But generally when I see something like that right at a trend line, I get a pattern. I get something like that. At the very least, I would expect for it to get a little consolidation right here. So just keep that in mind. A lot of, over the holiday, you won't be able to do anything tomorrow. And normally, Thanksgiving week is very light trading. You don't get a lot of heavy trading, but we had some heavy trading this week. Yesterday was a pretty heavy day. You can look at the volume. Let's go back to this chart. You can look at the volume right here in the E-mini Dow futures. You see that green candle right there. If you come over here and we look at the S&P. Look at that big red candle down here looking at volume. So we got some higher than usual trading this week during the Thanksgiving holidays. And of course, they will be open on Friday, but it'll close early at 1 o'clock. So I would say, make sure be comfortable with your risk. And today, stocks to watch. Today is, like I said, I will be on Deere. That's the one today. If you're doing some day trading or you're looking to get long, this is the one right here for me. The big green candle. I expect for it to continue over the next few weeks, to continue higher. Even if you just take it to, now, let me make this disclaimer. I'm not telling anybody to go make this trade. This is your own trade. You make the trade, you own it. But I do, based off of the analysis that I have, a gap up. I'm looking for it to continue to go on. It may not go in a straight line. You may get a little bit of sideways action, but I do expect it to go up there and at least hit that 390 target. So that's another 20 bucks on this move. And with that, I hope you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you continue to get these market updates every time I see something that I think is valuable. I'll come on and hit you guys with a video. And with that, I'm out. Peace.